was wrong about the 4-cylinder turbo Toyota Tacoma, and the Hyundai Santa Cruz changed my mind. Let's talk about it. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive. Real quick, if you haven't before, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And that's right, I was wrong about the Toyota Tacoma 4-cylinder turbo, and it really is because of the Hyundai Santa Cruz. Now, speaking of the Hyundai Santa Cruz, I did buy one. And if you're interested in what I'm going to do with that or seeing what it's like to have the Santa Cruz, check out my other channel. It's Robmotive MT, that's Mary Tom, on the YouTube. Check it out. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. You know, I have been on the negative side of Toyota going to a 4-cylinder turbo in the Toyota Tacoma. And I think I had a couple of false beliefs, probably going back to my earlier experiences, and I'm talking a few years ago, with the 4-cylinder turbo. You know, I had it in a couple of Hondas, and I also had them in a couple of Audi A4s. Now, I will say, in the Audis, they were pretty nice. Audi had the 4-cylinder turbo down. I mean, it was quick, responsive, never felt like you exhausted the turbos, you know, like you spooled them out and that's all there was. They got great gas mileage. They really were pretty good in the A4. But my experience with the Honda was a little bit different. And the Mazda, or I should say, not the Honda, the Mazda. Now, my experience with the Hondas was a little bit different, as well as Mazda. I had the twin turbo, or Now, my experience with Honda was a little bit different. I had a Turbo 4 in a Honda Type R, and it was good, it was quick, it was fast off the line, but you would reach the end of the power band, if you will, of what the turbo could do. Once it spooled out, it was exhausted, and it was just no good. But times have changed. I now have the Hyundai Santa Cruz. I call it a truck. Hyundai calls it a sport activity vehicle, an SAV. Other people call it an El Camino, a Baja, a Brat, whatever you call it. Hyundai has it down with the 4-cylinder turbo. That thing is quick off the line. It has a 0 to 60 time of 6 seconds. 6 seconds. That's pretty darn quick. Certainly beats my Toyota Tacoma, even with the Sprint booster installed, which, by the way, does help out a heck of a lot on the Toyota Tacoma. But I'm thinking that maybe a 4-cylinder turbo in the Toyota Tacoma is going to be a winner after all. You know, if it's anything like the Santa Cruz is, we're going to have quick acceleration, off the line speed, which I really love. You know, for me, that's where the power is really important, and that is when you take off. Because after all, you know, if you're doing a 120, why do you need more power? You already made it there, right? So off the line power, quick acceleration, no lag, that's what I'm looking for out of the 4-cylinder turbocharged Tacoma. And I think we're gonna get it, because I can't imagine that Toyota is gonna come out with a whole new setup for their #1 selling mid-size truck and make it a dog like it has been all along. And let's face it, the Toyota Tacoma is a dog. Everybody blames it on the Atkinson cycle engine, which is probably true, but whatever the reason, the built-in lag, it's a dog. These other trucks are leaving the Tacoma in the dust when it comes to drivability, the fun factor in driving. And I think times have changed. You know, it used to be when you bought a truck, you weren't looking for fun, you were looking for utility. Well, that's not the way it is anymore. You know, these days, most people, I think, people like me anyway, are looking for both. I love the utility of having a truck, a mid-sized truck in this case. It's capable enough to do everything I want it to do. But I also want it to be fun to drive. And you know, when you pay upper 30s, 40s, maybe even $50,000 for a truck, you better have fun driving it. It shouldn't be one of those vehicles that you dread getting into, that you take it if you have to, and you have your other sidecar, you know, the sidecar that you can jump in for fun. I think the Toyota Tacoma should be a combination of both. And I'm thinking that we're going to get that with the 4-cylinder turbo. Now, another thing to consider is gas mileage. You know, right out of the box with that Santa Cruz that you saw in the beginning, getting over 21 miles per gallon. It isn't even broken in yet. I've only had it a couple, 3 weeks, something like that. And it's getting great gas mileage for a truck. Yes, I do consider it to be a truck. It has a bed, it's a truck. But it's getting great gas mileage, and I think that's what we're gonna see in the new Toyota Tacoma. Right now, I'll give you a real look, I'm getting 18.9 miles per gallon. Now, that's not horrible compared to some of the other Tacomas I've had. Those Tacomas, I was somewhere in the, 14.5 miles per gallon, something like that range. So it would be very refreshing to be getting over 20, 21, 25 miles per gallon and still have the fun factor involved. That would be awesome. Another thing I wanted to mention real quick, I've also talked about Toyota getting rid of the manual transmission. You know, they put a blurb, Toyota USA did, up on Instagram recently, just a few days ago. And it said something like, basically, they're still around or they're not going anywhere or something like that. That was the caption, something like that. And it showed a picture of the footwell with the third pedal. In other words, it had a clutch, which means it's a manual. Now, we can't say for sure that they're going to put the manual in the Tacoma. Could be a manual Supra, could be a manual something else that they have coming, who knows. But I think it's at least encouraging that Toyota seems to be continuing on with a manual transmission of some form. And I am believing that we're probably still going to be able to get it in the Toyota Tacoma. And I think that's fantastic, because I think if they actually give us an updated manual transmission, in other words, not the clunky, notchy kind of thing that we had before, along with that fast, peppy, quick 4-cylinder turbo, it would be good. And what if they put a twin turbo in? I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think we're going to see a 4-cylinder twin turbo, but man, that would be awesome. You never know. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of talk about that a little bit. The Santa Cruz really has changed my mind on a 4-cylinder turbo in the Toyota Tacoma. It should be interesting. I'm actually looking forward to it now. And why not? Because we really don't have any choice. Toyota's going to do it, whether you or I want it or not. So we might as well enjoy it. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know if you've driven other more modern 4-cylinder turbos. Are you encouraged by the thought that Toyota's going to put one in the Tacoma? I'd be curious to know. Leave a comment. Also, once again, real quick, if you didn't in the beginning, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. I do have 2 additional channels. Robmotive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. And Robmotive MT, my new channel, or changed channel, all about mid-sized trucks, and currently the Hyundai Santa Cruz. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.